What it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany back better another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all, let's say it together collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a Dougie bow or Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. I know that's right. All right, y'all, for real though. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm almost at 7,000 subscribers. Woo! Make some noise for the in the back. As y'all know, we started this channel like no promo. What Nikki said, no promo, no marketing. Like truly, everybody came off faith alone. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And make sure y'all like the video. Y'all watching, but y'all not liking. You know, shout out to the ones who've been liking, but make sure y'all like the video. It just helps a lot. You know, we again trying to get to 7,000. So make sure y'all like the video. Okay? Okay? And y'all know I post frequently, so go on click that bell. All right, y'all, on my Patreon, I just got done with Room Hate on the Next Network Season 2. Mind y'all, now I'm only doing Baddies West. I believe that I'm going to also do Playboys Las Vegas over there on my Patreon. So if you're interested in that, make sure y'all click the link in the description and become a paid member. That way you can see those reviews. Also, I did the Naked Hustle over there. I did Valley Girls Season 2. So yeah, it's a lot over there. Make sure y'all go check that out. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's go and get into the video. Now, I'm going to be honest, and I know a lot of new people is coming, which I'm very appreciative of y'all. Let me say this, and let me make this very clear. I'm biased to who I like. I don't like who I don't like. I'm fair when I want to be fair, and that's going to be that, okay? You don't watch me to agree with everything I say, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But I will say I had to watch Dollhouse 3 times because I ain't gonna lie, first watch, I was bored. And it is what it is. I was bored watching it. At certain points, I was like, I need to go wash some dishes. Do I need to put them in the dishwasher? Let me go take a shower. Truly. It was cool, but it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. It definitely wasn't. I know they had to introduce all the girls and everything, but it definitely wasn't what I thought it was gonna be for the first episode. Also, shout out to the editing team. They edited the first episode down to the socks. I love the editing. It was really, really good. Another thing, I liked how they showed us Joyce and this other girl. I don't know your name, babe. Sorry. Getting into it, the knockoff, supposedly. I liked that, you know, but then once we cut to whatever the first thing was, I was kind of like, okay, you know, I want to see what knockoff and Joyce was gonna give. I definitely thought it was funny when they put the cricket sounds in the van thing about the we just came to fight. Like, yeah, that's what y'all came to do. Everybody know that. I definitely feel as though like the Now That's TV girlies was on timing. And what I mean by that is they've been doing Now That's TV for so long. They know how it goes. Like you basically just come in ready. You don't come in really trying to be cute, and you know, you come in ready to run your phase. You be cute after you run your phase. And that's what the Now That's TV girls gave from the beginning. Like they was there because they know, hey, as soon as we come in, we standing on business. Standing on it. Standing on business. Like they already knew. As soon as they came in, they was going to stand on it. Which I felt like to an extent was out of place because it was so many new girls that was kind of just trying to, you know, fill everybody out to an extent. So it really wasn't given that they was on that type of time because they still wanted to fill everybody out. But Now That's TV girls like was ready, like, let's get that. We on that. Need that. Come on, where the phase at? And you know, they phase wasn't there. But let's go and get into like the full episode. So, like I told y'all, we start off with Joyce in the knockoff. You know, you over here looking like my knockoff. Joyce's confessional eats. And I ain't gonna lie, they definitely do look alike. They do. They do them pictures that they posted of them side by side, baby. It very much gave we are sisters. We stick together. Very much so. I love Joyce's second outfit as well. Her second confession look is cute. Okay, so Sway, it is giving it. Joyce just picked out Sway. And Sway said, always ready for war, never get tired. Sneak for a sneak. I love it. So they must be the main act of that day. Like, obviously, what we seen wasn't really that amazing as far as like the last phase that was caught at the last part of the episode. I wasn't impressed, no shade, with most of it, but I guess they showed us this first to let us know, okay, this is what y'all have waiting on y'all, a little sneak peek, which I love a little sneak peek. From the shoulders. Joyce is coming from the shoulders. Okay, she ain't learn how to fight. But don't sleep on Sway because she throwing them right back. She really is. So Sway hit her head and Joyce, I'm sorry. Well, obviously we know she's okay, child. Please. We know she okay? But she hit her head and Joyce started stumping her out. Like, how delusional? How crazy can you be? And Joyce was some, yeah, get off the floor. She need a medic. Like, Joyce was ready for that. Couldn't wait to read her. And my thing is, you hit him, water, medic. Joyce is still just in Joyce's world. Get her off the floor. Yeah, get her off. Yeah, y'all gonna learn to stop playing with me. Now, Joyce, this day you could have went to jail. This day you could have been behind bars and you get her off the floor though. Get her off the floor. She need a medic. Like, Joyce obviously didn't take it serious. So we then get into the intro song. I'm feeling it. I'm like, yes, eat. Then we get to the verse. I said, better on mute. No shade. The verse is better on mute, but I like the beginning of the song. Like, the beginning of the song, eat it up. Yeah. I love their intro. They showing the girls' names and stuff. That looks good. It do. It look really good. I love the different angles. Everybody had on black. This was a black day, okay? It was giving black on black on black. Hey, black on black on black. Like, the girls was giving. Okay, cute. Very cute. I love that. And y'all already know I'm going to say, now that's TV love using the same house over and over and over and over and over again. We've seen this house 4 times now. Like, baby, do y'all have a contract on this house? Did y'all buy this house? Let me know. I love how they started with Savannah. Obviously, Savannah has been doing this for a long time. So I think it was right to open up with Savannah. I don't know if I already said it, but I love the music. The music, like in the beginning of the episode, maybe like 15 minutes in, music ate from the intros and everything. The music ate down. We then meet Bria. I like Bria. I'm glad that her family accepted her transition. But obviously, I told y'all when they were filming, Bria was catching phase, like catching them. So Bria is definitely going to be catching a lot of phase this season because she stayed on the blogs. Then, of course, we meet Barbie. And from what we see coming up next week, Barbie still can't fight. Phase are being ran and Barbie is losing them from the little snippet that I did see. But you know what? I'm going to shout Barbie out. Because I told Barbie to retire that blonde wig. And she did exactly that. Thank you, Barbie. Love you. I'm so happy I don't see a blonde nowhere in sight on Barbie. And I also love the prom dress. I think the prom dress is cute on Barbie. Now, when Pressure replies to Barbie, I don't want to hear nothing because you did not have to bring up Pressure. I don't want to hear nothing when she replies, and I'm probably 10 times out of 10 not going to tell y'all when she replies. You'll just see it on the blogs. Brie said, don't use me as an example, okay? One thing I'm not is the example. I just asked how you going to get up on them. I didn't say use me as the example of how you going to get up on them. Then you ain't even stop yourself. Relax, calm down. I can only do a back bend for so long. Barbie said, from the shoulders. We're going to see. Okay, Bria, I like you better work her like a 9 to 5. I know that's right. Work her. Persuasion versus Savannah. Them uppercuts were tearing, baby. Them uppercuts were cutting, okay? Hold the upper. Just cut, okay? The uppercuts were like. But Savannah wants to catch that again. Can't wait. I'm too excited to see that. We then meet Ari, who lets everybody know that she has a problem with Dior, how Dior was trying to be funny on the live, and she ain't like that because they used to be cool, so they might have to run that. Ari's cute to me. I ain't gonna lie. Ari's cute. Ari's cute. I definitely think Brie is something different to the show, because once Brie said what activities they got us doing, I knew right then and there Brie was different. I've never heard nobody, and now that's TV history, asks, hey, what challenges do they have us doing? So Barbie then says, we used to be out here in the streets fine late night, but now we get a bag to fight. And Brie said, I wouldn't say get a bag to fight. Is this camera on me? Babes, that's really what it is, getting a bag to fight. When we boil it all down to it, y'all are getting a bag to run these fades. We then meet Kenzie, who gave nothing, just a whole bunch of mouth. Breath hot. Bald head for bald head. It never gave bald head for bald head. It gave swing low, sweet Cheerio. It's giving boom master. We then meet Dior, and Dior seems as though she will be the comic relief of the show, because Dior wasn't taking nothing serious. We then meet Sway officially. Love, Love, in affection. Love Sway's confessional outfit. Love the dress. The dress eats. We then meet Gelani. Now, I didn't know how to feel about Gelani. Gelani was a lot. But I think I'm going to like her. Gelani was checking temperatures left, right, center. Gelani was on timing, but I also felt like Gelani was very loud. Like, Gelani wanted to be seen real bad. Like, real bad. Then we meet Pookie. I ain't gonna lie, from the beginning, when I seen the trailer, I was like, I'm gonna like Pookie. But then I feel as though every time I like somebody, I then don't like them no more. So I'm not even gonna say I like Pookie right now. But off the rip, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like Pookie. But I definitely believe that over time, during the season, I'm not gonna like her no more. But Pookie clocking Kenzie talking about it's giving praise dance took me OUT out. Not a gay praise dance, sister. Not praise dancer. I definitely think while they was in the office, Pookie in a way shaded Kenzie, and then Gelani checked Kenzie down. Kenzie was not on time unless she played like she was. No shade. Gelani said, no OGs. No OGs. We're all new here. Ain't no OGs. Everybody new, clean slate. This a new show. It never gave OG. Like, why is you even talking like that? Persuasion came in so cute. Persuasion ate her intro. But I don't like her confessional look. I am a fan of Persuasions. I definitely like her. I definitely think that she's not anything to play with. Okay, she gonna get done what she mad at. What's so funny, I seen this, I think on Twitter, somebody was like, look at Kenzie, somebody who's been transitioned versus Persuasion, who like took her time to transition. And that's not what the caption said, but basically, I'm paraphrasing. Girl, I was hollering because when you looked at Kenzie definitely looks suited and booted. Now that's TV, like, oh, I'm finna catch phase right now. And then Persuasion looks like, girl, I'm here. I'm a woman. I ain't gotta do too much. Like, it's very much a difference in those, type of now that's TV girls. And I think even when it came to Savannah looked at a little more done up than Barbie. Barbie, Kenzie is giving like they own that, they ready to fight, they know what they coming into, which more seasoned now there's TV girlies who don't come on as many shows are still giving cunt and cute. And I love how all the girlies was bracing Persuasion, because Persuasion was persuading people. Okay, Persuasion looked super cute. We then end up meeting London. I could have went without. I really hate when people set themselves up for failure, coming on Now That's TV and being like, oh, I'm going to make a difference. I want to show that we're all not the same. All right, good luck with that. So Shayla is the messy one, got big face coming. Everybody and their daddy need that from her. I don't like her confessional look, and I don't like London's confessional look either. I don't like neither one of them. Jada seems as though she would be a background character. I do like her confessional look though, but and I love the pink hair. I love the pink hair, but I definitely think that Jada would be a background character. I do love the pictures on the wall. I ain't gonna lie, they definitely ate with the pictures on the wall. I definitely thought it was super cute. So Kenzie lets it be known she don't have no phase lined up, but she's gonna let the phase come to her. And we know that by the end of the episode, she goes to London, even though London is sitting right there. And you were playing like you were on that. You need that. You're beating everybody up. You're on that. Like, and the person who snitched on you is right there. And you didn't surprise attack. You didn't call her out. Good. What took me? Kenzie was still trying to talk. Gelani said, London next. We don't care. So London does have a fade with Joyce and somebody who's the bag of bones. Who's the bag of bones? We all still trying to figure out who the bag of bones is. But London does have a fade. But I'm confused because you were saying that, you want to give a change. You didn't want to fight. But you do have Joyce in the bag of bones on your list. And you sitting right next to Kenzie, real comfortable, knowing that you snitched on her. So Gelani ends up calling out Jada, I believe that's her name. She calls her out. Jada said, I ain't got no beef with you. I look cute. My hair is done. My teeth are white. My shades are on. You get nothing from me. But I definitely like the fact that Gelani was asking. Gelani like calling, okay, do we have an issue? Problem? I do like that part. So Shayla was called out next. A call out. Shayla is giving like, ain't nobody gonna whoop me. Shayla said, can I get a hello? Jelani said, I gave you that. Do you need anything else? I don't need anything else. Mwah. I said, oh, that bob is gonna have to weave in a minute, okay? That bob is about to move in a minute. Not the kiss. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like I told y'all, I had to watch it like 3 times. In the beginning, I didn't even know what Shayla said. I'm like, what is she saying? It was a lot of stuff that the girls were saying that I was not picking up early on. The first and second time I watched it. Cause they were so low. I'm like, are they mic'd up? Then here go Kenzie. Laying down the rules. But again, you should have been in the field by now. We're 22 minutes in. And you should have been the first fade with London. Talking about, and if a fade don't go your way, don't blame production. This is Now That's TV is real raw. First of all, we don't need a guide, okay? We don't need a tour guide through Now That's TV. All of them should have did their homework on Now That's TV. Simple. Dior is heavy on tucking. This like her second time calling it out. Like, make sure tuck. I don't want to see net tuck. Like, all right. Like, let it go. Why are we talking about replacements? Y'all just got there. We blinked and y'all just got there. I don't think we should be talking about replacements and stuff so early. We literally just got there. So Savannah comes in and Jada confronts her at the door. Jaden said, yeah, babe, jump who? Jump what? You want to get a hug? Let me see what your temperature like. Savannah is confused. Savannah has forgot that she even said that. Savannah like, I don't know you. Why would I jump you? Jaden like, well, you said you was going to jump me in the group chat. So I need to know. Do we need to get that one-on-one real quick before your minions come? I need to know. So the rest of the girls come in. Ari comes in. She sits down. She's like, what's tea? What's going on? Bria has noticed that her picture's not up there. I wonder why. I'm trying to see is production setting that up or like she was casted last minute. Like, what's going on? Shayla lets it be known that her and Bria do have an issue because she was laughing at Bria's story about her transition. But in the scene, you're looking buck-eyed, like you're scared. You're seeing Bria in the flesh, and you tell Bria that she looks pretty. and Bria's about to run down on you in a minute. Bria locked eyes on you, and you let it be known that you thought she was pretty, and she let it be known that she's about to stomp you to the floor. So Barbie comes in looking for attention, changing out of her wig to her swim cap. Nobody cared. Shayla ends up starting to say something to Ari. So Shayla gonna ask Ari, "Are you gonna be boring?" Ari said, "Are you gonna get your hair done?" Cause no shade, Shayla look a mess. She said, "Are you gonna get your hair done?" She said, "Huh?" Oh, you wanted her to repeat it. You didn't hear her the first time? She said, "Are you gonna get your hair done?" She said, "No, I brought this bob. I brought this bob to smack on y'all." The bob is definitely smacking. It ain't smacking nobody but you right now because it's giving stiff whiff. So that was they little key going back and forth. I thought that was hilarious, but again, couldn't hear them. Had to read the subtitles, and like the subtitles is very little at that. Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the subtitles was so little. And I understand Shayla is saying that she didn't want to get done up, but girl, you could have put on some makeup, girl. You could have came with a better wig, girl. It's a difference between showing up in a cute jumpsuit and prepare for whatever versus just giving, I rolled out the bed and I'm super comfortable and I just threw this wig on my head like a Walmart run. Like, you look a mess. So Ari reads Kenzie because Kenzie do look a mess. And I would say, if I'm just being honest, Barbie and Kenzie is doing a lot. They doing a lot. Barbie, Kenzie, Shayla, look a fool. Everybody else kind of came cute, kind of came a little done. You know, can still get on that. But out of all the girls, them three definitely look a mess. Now my thing is, I want to know why everybody's on Ari so hard. Like she said, she just got there. Y'all already saying, "Oh, you're boring. You're boring." What makes you a doll? Like, what makes any of y'all a doll? Y'all all literally just got there. Just vibe. Like, just get to know each other. And Kenzie, to me, is trying to do a lot. Like, 1 minute you want to talk for production, the next minute you want to ask 1,000 questions. Like, vibe and run your face and shut up. London is still sitting right there. What show was Bria on? Because everybody keep bringing up this show. What show? So Ari lets it be known that Shayla real beef is with Brie, and that's who she need to be talking to. Brie ends up saying she gonna wait till Trinity get here. Why are we waiting on Trinity to get here? Why? Because in a minute you about to run her, so why are we waiting? Regardless if Trinity want to run her, you're here right now. And I agree with Gelani. Like, come on, y'all here. Y'all been talking in the group chat, like, phase need to be called. Why is we still just sitting here looking at each other? But I also understand Shayla kind of checking Jelani, like, you know, not too much, because you doing a lot. You trying to get me to fight early, like, just vibe. And then Barbie gets up because Barbie want attention. Dior ends up calling Ari out for a fade, and a fade they called. It definitely was a tie. It was a tie. It was a tie. It was a tie. They did good though. It definitely gave friendly fade. But it was petty why they got into it. So Kenzie hyping it up. Kenzie like, okay, again, another one. Another one. They like, no, we're not dragging it. Like, I apologize. Kenzie said, what the? One fade was caught? Only one? But I do think that Kenzie is a hypocrite. Because we've seen Kenzie on shows and only squabble one time. So Kenzie has no room to tell nobody how many times to get in the field, because when Kenzie is in the field, Kenzie will get in the field once. And then it'll be like, y'all trying to make me do too much. I got to go get this person and that. So no. Kenzie's pot calling the kettle black. Now Dior starts reading, shading in her confessional. So I wonder, is Ari and her going to have to get that again? Because Dior is going hard in the confession. Okay, Ari was being a lady, taking the high road. But Dior was taking the road most traveled. Bria then sneaks Shayla. I ain't gonna lie. Of course, you know, she ate that, but I thought she was waiting on Trinity. I guess Trinity was taking too long for you. So she ends up getting Shayla. But two, I don't feel bad for Shayla because that bob was supposed to bob and weave. And not only that, you was talking a lot in the group chat. Hair looking like Martin Luther King is crazy, but I'm not gonna lie. Her hairline had a dream. Her hairline did have a dream. And it was to be in the front and not the back. No shade. Now, this is what Gelani lost me. Because regardless of the girl saying that she want to slap you or whatever the case was, y'all was sitting at the couch. Why did you take this opportunity to say something to Shayla when you could have been got your issue off? You already asked her, did she have an issue? She said no. You know, if you really want to stand on business, it would have been, well, you said you was going to slap me in the group chat, so slap me now. Like, I got an issue. Popped. I feel as though you popped when you seen that, you know, she started getting popped on. So it was kind of like you picked a time where you seen her back was against the wall. Now the bob is off. The bob is somewhere on the floor. I started hearing that real voice come out. And Shayla was on timing. You know I'ma stand on that bitch. I said, oh, okay, the cutesy stuff and went out. Now we get into the real deal because you mad for real. The bob is off your head. You finna bob and weave. That's what we thought. Now, Shayla versus Gelani. I think that Gelani really thought that, you know, the beginning of the fight before they started, it was hers. You know, she was gonna tear. When she didn't try to boom her, I'm like, okay, it's giving Street Fighter. I'm gonna boom you down real quick. And if y'all don't know what boom is like when you pick somebody up and then throw them down to the ground. She was trying to do that, but couldn't. End up hitting the floor herself, and then thought about it and said, I gotta redeem myself because that looked stupid. And I've been talking all this talk, so let me get her. God, what's your name? Shayla. Got Shayla. Did get Shayla. I'm not gonna lie to you. Got Shayla, but it really didn't go in your favor like you thought it was gonna go. You thought that you was gonna come out just whooping from the beginning. And not necessarily did Shayla put up a fight, but I would say the fight didn't go in your way because you failed. But I will say Shayla should have kept it cute in the group chat because getting tore every which way. And you picking people that can kind of, you know, do you how they need to do you. But what took me, I feel like this was the funniest part of the whole episode outside of Dior's confessionals was Jelani hitting security. Punched that man in his face. Now you don't see the punch, but look at his reaction after. He blinking so hard. She like, I'm sorry. You know, I ain't try to. But it's after he let her go and he blinking trying to get himself together because she punched him so hard. Now, Gelani, the confessional is not adding up with what we're seeing. First of all, you called her out. She didn't call you out for no fade. You called her out. And it gave thirsty for camera time. It gave, you know, you didn't want to wait. You just wanted to go show them real quick that you know how to bump. That's what it was giving me. It was giving Barbie number 2. She did not call you out. She did not call you out. She got in the field because at that point you was doing a lot and you trying to make it seem like she was turning it down. But no, Gelani, you called her out and she didn't turn down the fade. Now, Kenzie gets no cool points from me. So, London is drinking water and she got that little vape in her hand. So, she's obviously not paying Kenzie no mind. Kenzie took off everything but the undergarments, took the wig off. We see the horrible wig cap under, and Kenzie do hair for a living. Wig cap look a mess. Ends up calling, girl, it wasn't even a call out. It was given a come here and you just had to figure out who she was talking to. And then she got, when I say baptized, tired of the pain, tired. When I say tired, baptism to the floor with London. I said London did not see that coming. I'm like, dang, I hope she didn't choke on the water. But it didn't needed that. It didn't give the speech that you gave me from the beginning. It didn't give that for me, babes. I do like London's baby hairs, though. They are so cute. So London and Kenzie got into it because Kenzie was playing both sides. London ends up telling Joyce that Kenzie playing both sides. But again, London was sitting next to Kenzie the whole time. Kenzie never ran up. Kenzie never even addressed the issue. And again, everybody been popping off. You swear you now that's TV. All this, all that. You standing on it, but you waited till, 2, maybe 3 fades was called. and then you wanted to catch it, and it wasn't even like you caught her out. It just very much gave, I'm putting up my set and you right here, so you need to drop everything you got because I'm finna hit you. And it really just gave loser to me. Like, come on, I'm on that. You just slapped her to the ground with your arm. Like, you're really not on it. You really didn't do anything. You just tired. You just baptized her to the ground real quick. But it didn't give needed that. It gave, ooh, quick, tired, and went on. And again, you did not take her where she didn't want to go. It never gave you took her where she didn't want to go. It didn't. Like, it just gave baptized real quick. Like, don't overhype it. And Kenzie up here, Kenzie special. OG, don't play with it. Tapped it. Girl, a baptized. 2 hits and walked off. Attitude, now walk off. Tell me I'm on that. And then go get it again. Like, just vibes, twin. So Kenzie fiending. Come on, get out of here, guy. London Pandas. She said, Pain does not stun her. Okay, I will say this. The speech that Kenzie gave at the end, understandable. I see what you're saying. I get it. Yes. But is the speech needed for this incident? Yeah, no. You shouldn't be running your mouth. But I definitely understand where Kenzie is coming from with the speech. Like, the speech is definitely necessary, but not for this situation. All right, y'all. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. See y'all in the next one. Mwah. Love you. Bye.